Greetings all. This is a less hairy Justin.
And this is a completely hairy Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, more X-Wing stuff to talk about. We have these card packs revealed. We know what's going on. We know when they're coming out.
Oh,
yay!
so much happy.
Yeah, this is important because the game was getting towards a point where, hey, we don't have important cards on every faction. And thankfully, we now have confirmation not only of what's going to be released, but actually what's in every single pack.
Yeah.
And yes, the answer is yes, it's going to address those problems.
Much good.
Without further ado, let's just dive right into this and talk about what's inside these packs. First of all, we have Hot Shots and Aces, and yeah, this is probably the most important one out of all three of these. So what this comes with is a bunch of new pilots and a bunch of reprinted upgrades. And both of those are good for different reasons. Basically, it's interesting because I was talking to someone about this today on Twitter about the value of this for new players versus old players, or players with one faction or players with lots of factions. If you only play one faction, you're not going to get a lot of value out of all of these pilots, but you need these upgrades. This is basically every generic upgrade that's been printed, apart from Spare Parts Canister, which comes in the Obstacles pack. But it's every generic upgrade printed that you previously could only access through a certain faction's expansion. I don't need to go through all these. Oh, we get 000, BT1, Moldy Crow. Oh, thank you. Now, look, this was originally an oversight. These should have been in the original conversion kits, but better late than never. Yep. Look, I'll pay it. That's great. This should never have been an issue. BT1 should have been, for example, in the Scum and Empire pack, but whatever, it's fixed now. We can deal with that. I'm finally going to own a copy of Moldy Crow.
Yeah, you don't have to keep borrowing my brother's.
That's it. That's it. But yeah, looks awesome. Also, quick build cards for all of these new pilots. And in fact, let's just talk about this quickly on the spread here, because this also comes with a fix for the B-Wings.
The stabilized S-foils.
Yep, seems cool.
Yep, don't know what they do, don't care, they're going to be good.
Yep, well, the wings move with this current release, which is really cool. Also, an added benefit of putting quick build cards in this pack, they can actually use cards for these quick builds that only come in this pack. Usually when quick build cards are put in expansions, they only include cards that come in that pack and the core set. So because this pack comes with so many cards, some of these quick builds are going to look pretty interesting, basically. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that a lot. All the new upgrades that haven't released yet, like the new warheads, the snapshot, all that kind of stuff is going to be in this pack. We don't have all of those revealed yet, but we will in due course reveal them on the channel as that information comes out. Just on this spread, we get a little bit of information here. We have Page Tico, Initiative 5 on the Star Fortress for the Resistance. After you drop a device, you may spend a charge, drop an additional device. We don't see how many charges we have. I would assume they're not going to be recurring charges. It seems kind of scary.
You would hope not. Maybe just two?
Maybe just fair. One. Or maybe just one. I think like one or two. Yeah. It depends on the power level and the costing they want to do. I mean, this off the bat already seems like the best Star Fortress pilot we have.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, also Morna Key, which was actually something we already spoke about when we talked about the Decimator in the Junkyard episode we did. Also, Morna Key was the only pilot in canon to fly the Decimator, which we didn't already have a pilot card for. I don't know what it does. Something about the end phase. Flip one of your cards and do something with a full arc.
Full arc seems odd.
Full arc, yeah, sure, okay. I'm sure that'll make sense when it's revealed. It's definitely not Captain Ken Kirk's ability, which was the only pilot not to make it in second edition. I think that's good. I don't think Ken Kirk really plays into what the Decimator wants to do anyway, so good riddance.
Yep.
Also here we have revealed the initiatives of Leia Organa, K2SO, and Captain Phasma.
Yep.
Cool.
We already knew K2SO.
Yeah, K2SO, Initiative 3, Phasma, Initiative 4. Leia, Initiative 5 on the Falcon.
Wasn't expecting Leia at Initiative 5.
Now,
just being honest.
There have been rumblings, and it's a bit hard to see. I'll actually just show you this quick image we got of the back of this pack. It's blurry, I know, sorry, but Leia's ability might just be her crew ability, but like with a force, spending a force.
I reckon,
or a charge.
I reckon a charge, because she wasn't... While she was force sensitive, she didn't use the force.
Does in Empire Strikes Back when they find Luke underneath best. I know.
Okay.
Technically,
Yeah.
I know. If it's anything like Leia's crew ability, Initiative 5 on the Falcon, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to explain that, but that sounds awesome. Also, if you go to the product page for this on FFG's website, we have a full list of everything that comes in these packs. So we'll just quickly go through that now. On the Rebel Alliance, we have a new pilot for the B-Wing, Gina Moonsong, K2SO on the U-Wing, which we have revealed, which will show up on the screen for you guys here. Whenever he gets a stress token, he gets a calculate token.
Yep. Seems good.
Great with that. Coordinate seems decent. I'm sure there are other ways to abuse that. We'll do some more theory crafting in later videos with that guy, for sure. Leia on the Falcon. Sexy Callus on the Ghost.
Sexy man, Callus.
Yes!
I might have to fly Rebels just once, just to have my Callus fix.
That's it. I mean, look, I think what we want now, FFG, is a Sexy Callus crew card with, just the most gorgeous, sunset art of those mutton chops. It's FFG, make it happen.
Good. We should ask the patrons or the other lovely people on YouTube
to make some art.
Can you make some art and just send it our way, please?
Yeah.
Please, I will cherish it.
That's absolutely right. Like the mutton chops, the little squiggly hair. Oh, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Moving over to the Empire, we have Fifth Brother on the TIE Advance V1. Now, the only pilot ability we didn't get from first edition was Valen Rudor. I don't think that really works with Fifth Brother.
Because Fifth Brother, obviously, being force sensitive,
that ability, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Will he be using his gunner ability? Don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Turns hits into crits. It feels odd on the TIE Advance V1.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. A new TIE Striker in Vagabond. We don't have any lost abilities from first edition, so no idea what that's going to be. Monarchy, which we just saw. On Scum, we have a new Jumpmaster pilot.
Ooh. It could be broken. It could not be broken.
Why?
We don't know.
Why is my response to that? I just hope it's design-wise exploring some new space. Nom Lum. That's a fun word to say. A new M3A Interceptor pilot. I mean, we already have 10 M3A Interceptor pilots that we don't use, so...
Let's have another one.
Yeah, sure, why not? And Bosk on the Z95 Headhunter. Now, this is the same card that's going to come in the YV666 pack. It's good that it's here because I don't want to have to rebuy it.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from on that, but...
It's weird.
That annoys me that K2SO was on this pack, but not in the Swords Renegade, but at the same token, K2 wasn't part of Swords Renegade, I can see where they're coming from.
I think what's going on there is they wanted to make the model of the Nashta Pup, which is great, because it's kind of weird to get pilot cards without the ship. In first edition, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And what they wanted to do was have the template with Nashta Pup and Bosk. And it's kind of weird doing that without giving us the Bosk card.
Yeah.
I think that's the logic there. Sure. Yeah. Okay, why not? On the Resistance, we have Paige Tico that we just saw. We have a couple of RZ2 A-Wing pilots. FFG, way to rub it in. Jeez. A-Wings, B-Wings, and Interceptors I was expecting. We only got B-Wings out of all those. But look, future pilots, whatever. And also, we were just talking in the last video how the Colonel Jax design seems to be making its way onto Major Von Reg's tie. So, whatever. Seems cool. I don't feel like we need more RZ2 A-Wings, but I don't know, something lower initiative with cool abilities. We've already got our 2 initiative 5s, so I don't think we need 4 initiative 5s, although it'd be kind of fun though. Just
that could be good.
4 initiative 5 A-Wings. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. On the First Order, we have a couple of new TIE SF pilots, Captain Phasma and Lieutenant Lahus.
Yeah.
That's fun to say.
Now, Captain Phasma is Initiative 4. We saw that on the spread earlier, so that could be good.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to have that same crew ability, just giving out stress to things that are nearby.
Maybe she can turn off her shields and something can happen.
That's right. She turn off her shields and then the entire Resistance fleet turns up.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a strong game strategy, but who knows? Who knows? Also, yes, hard confirmed, the Canadian Power Rock Trio is now canon within the Star Wars universe. Rush is here as one amorphous being flying a TIE Silencer, and I could not be happier. That or there just happens to be a First Order pilot that has the nickname Rush. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
I prefer Canadians.
A cool bunch of pilots. And yeah, look, I'm not going to go through these upgrade cards, but suffice to say, they're the cards you need if you don't want to buy out of faction. We have a couple of new Force upgrades in Foresight and Precognitive Reflexes. They've not been revealed yet. They're going to come in the Republic Y-Wing because Anakin's on that, so they get some more Force upgrades that people who want to access them out of faction no longer have to do, which is really good. Oh, one really weird thing here as well. Coaxium Hyperfuel. That's weird. It's currently only going to be available on the only ship that can use it, so I don't know why we're getting it in this pack.
Yeah, that seems a bit odd, doesn't it?
I mean, I was thinking before maybe they'll print Burnout Slam, but then Burnout Slam would be in this pack, so that doesn't make any sense either. So, I mean, is there a ship that's going to come out that can take it? The Nantex can't use Slam.
No.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Jumpmaster can't.
No, Jumpmaster doesn't use Slam. There's no... this is weird because it needs Slam and an illicit slot.
Yeah.
Currently, that's just the Fireball. Unless we've missed something, but I don't think we have. Anyway, whatever. Very cool pack. FFG, mad props.
Yeah.
Very happy with this. I mean, it would have been cool to get like A-Wing and Interceptor pilots, but... we'll get more of these. Yeah. I'm guessing like once a year, if I had to guess, for these packs.
That would make sense.
Once every few waves, or if the waves slow down, maybe like once every 1.5 years. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'd be happy with.
Also, this pack of cards is only $20, so that's not too bad.
Same cost as most small base ships. I mean, it doesn't seem cheap, but at the same time, you get a lot of cardboard in here, so that seems alright to me. That seems alright. Next up, we have the fully loaded pack, which is, again, a bunch of upgrades, but the reason these have been put in a separate pack is because they're bombs and they need a lot of cardboard. It's good that this is separate. It means we don't have to invest in this unless you specifically want some of these. And I suppose a lot of people wouldn't. So bloating this in the other pack, it makes sense separating them out, in other words.
Yeah. You do get some cool new cards in this. You get the cluster mines and...
ion bombs as well, yes. So these currently weren't in the game. I'm guessing they're going to dial these back a little bit. Ion works a bit differently now in that you need more tokens for it to work. Cluster mines was very problematic on some builds, but that was mainly when Captain Nim and Miranda were doing really dumb things. So they might be okay to have a similar design in second edition, but we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Worst case scenario, they can always up the points.
Yeah.
Apart from that, electroproton bomb, delayed fuses, all the stuff that we're getting in random packs. So you don't have to go and buy out of faction, which is really cool to see.
Never tell him the odds.
Yeah, never tell him the odds, or me the odds, or anyone the odds. This is a pack that includes a bunch of obstacles. It's basically every obstacle that's currently legal in the game. So you get 9 asteroids, 3 debris fields. So the ones that we didn't get in the core set that are still legal now because they came in the Force Awakens core set. No one's going to buy that anymore. No. So yeah.
Does that mean that the debris fields that were in other ships like the Decimator and things like that
I believe they are all legal.
Okay.
And it's really hard to get them, so that's kind of weird to think about. Also, gas clouds, yep. Big thumbs up. If you don't have a prequel faction, you have gas clouds now.
Also, we're getting the spare parts canister.
It did come in the Resistance transport, but you might not necessarily have that. There's no way to get it on the Scum faction right now. Mad props. It's great to see this. Apart from anything else, like not every Republic pilot wants it. You only get one copy of it in the Republic squad pack.
Yeah.
So if you want multiples of it on the Republic and you didn't want to get multiples of that pack, I mean, suffice to say, great. It's only one of it in this pack, but by the time you get this, and if you have a Republic pack, it's going to be pretty easy to get multiples of it. Remember, it needs the cardboard as well, so it's not easy to just print a whole heap of them. This pack is going to be mainly cardboard tokens.
Yeah.
Less cards, but it's what we need. Also, this and Fully Loaded are both getting 6 unique environment cards.
Yeah, now we were talking about this earlier. We reckon it's probably going to be more for casual, maybe epic play.
So this dictates the way the game sets up, the kind of obstacles you take, the way you interact with bombs, all that kind of stuff. So the environment cards for the asteroid obstacle pack interacts with those. The environment card for the bomb pack interact with bombs. That's why they're in separate packs.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be focused on tournament play because It's really bad for some lists to go against like a lot of asteroids or whatever. And it gives each player less agency over the obstacles. And I think for that reason, it doesn't really lend itself well to tournament play. I don't care. This looks really cool for casual play. Yeah. And I think the fact that FFG are pushing that for X-Wing is a really positive thing. We do have an example of this that was revealed in this article with Minefield. Obstacle. 4 obstacles. So I'm guessing that means the obstacle pool is made up of 4 different obstacles. Mm-hmm. Devices, 1 cluster mine set, 1 Coronet, and 2 proxy mines. I suppose that means that that's part of the obstacle pool. It'll be better explained in future articles. Yeah. Setup. In play order, place turns choosing an obstacle or device and placing it onto the play area until all obstacles and devices are placed.
Okay, so we're getting 4 obstacles as well as
mines and bombs.
4 devices.
Yeah. Obstacles must be placed beyond range 1 of each obstacle and beyond range 0 of each other object. And beyond range 2 of each board edge. Devices must be placed beyond range 1 of each other device, beyond range 0 of each other object, and beyond range 1 of each of the play areas. So it gives you the rules for how things are deployed. Like you don't always have to adhere to the within range 2 of each board edge. It talks about being beyond range 0 so they can be really close to each other. That's really cool. Also, yes, we had one of these for the obstacle pack as well. Let me just find that with Asteroid Shower. You start with 9 asteroids.
That's 3 more asteroids than normal. That's going to be crazy.
Indeed, and they must all be asteroids, so everything's going to hurt. No gas clouds in this game. Yeah. In play order, you place tokens until there's only 3 of them on the table. Obstacles must be placed beyond range 2 of each other obstacle and beyond range 2 of each play area. And during the end phase of each odd number turn, the first player places an obstacle on the board. Each even turn, the second player places an obstacle on the board. And you can't place them within beyond range 1 of each enemy ship and within range 0 of each other object. So,
it's going to be crazy. I love it.
Have you ever played the old Super Mario games on the Wii U where somebody is literally putting obstacles in the way as they're trying to jump around? Yeah. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Again, this is casual. This has casual written all over it. I don't care. That sounds awesome. Yeah. It sounds really good. I love that there's a focus on this kind of stuff, and yeah, I'm very happy with all of this.
Yeah.
I got no complaints.
It's going to be really good. Now, these other 2 packs are only $15 each, so they are slightly cheaper.
But probably a lot less cardboard. The pilots and upgrades are going to have a nice big chunky deck with all the templates for the ships. Even the obstacles and bombs, I don't think is going to make up quite that much cardboard. No. So makes a lot of sense. I think it's going to be reflective of what you get. So can't complain. Everyone's going to want that pilot and upgrade pack. And I think most people are going to want one of the other ones.
Tell you what would be really cool with this Never Tell Me the Odds pack is if they change the artwork slightly on some of these, maybe make it look a bit more realistic.
As long as it's geometrically the same, that'd be really, really cool for sure. And I think what I love about this overall is they are basically... It's not like they're fixing the game by proxy by giving you ship fix packs like the old Ace packs from first edition. It's a soft readjustment of the game that they can sell in a relatively cheap pack to all players.
Yeah.
That's really good. That is a much cleaner way of doing things. It makes a lot of sense. Between this and the point adjustments and upgrade adjustments, it feels like they really thought this out.
Definitely, yeah.
It means that, all players have to spend a bit for these card packs, but I think in terms of the grand scheme of things, it's a good, fair system that will work. Very happy with this. Very happy with this. Massive thumbs up, FFG. That's all the new information about X-Wing. As I said, stay tuned. The next video, I promise, will be on the Marvel games. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Reddit. Please consider supporting the Patreon. Thank you so much to all of these existing patrons. Thank you for chatting with me all day about all this new stuff. So I had stuff to think about before making this video. It was a lot of fun. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bye.